see how red my chest is? I mean, it looks really red on camera. My tongue has felt kind of swollen. My cheeks felt big. So we took off and went and rushed me back to a room, and the male nurse walks in, and what does he have in his hand?
An EpiPen.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry for the really weird lighting on my face. It looks a little cray-cray, but it's just the sun is really out right now. I don't know where to put the camera so you can see me. I got Briley with me. And yeah, we are at my doctor's office right now. I had an appointment this morning at like 8:45. Let me lean up, maybe that'll help. I had an appointment at 8:45 because as you saw in previous vlogs, that I was having an allergic reaction to some medicine, so I had to come here. I also spent the night in the ER last night. That's a whole nother story. I am going to share with you guys in this vlog what happened, why I went to the emergency room, why I stayed all night. I've had more medicines pumped in me in the less than 24 hours, so like in the last, I don't know, 9 hours. It's kind of scary to think you can do that much. I've had my blood work done 3 times in 3 different veins. It's just a crazy story. But I want to share it with you guys because it is what happened last night. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed yesterday's vlog. That kind of was the leading up to me going to the hospital. So yeah, I'm going to tell you guys everything that's going on, why I came back to the doctor and all that good stuff. But right now, me and Briley are going to go grab some breakfast and head home, and then we have an appointment at 12:30 today to get our hair done. Super excited about that. Haven't had my hair done in like months. Briley's getting a haircut, and then after that I'm going home, going to bed, because right now I've had no sleep. I literally slept maybe a total of 2 hours in the hospital last night, in and out, but you know, there's so many people coming in and out of your room, you just can't sleep. So crazy night. I'm tired. And yeah, so we're gonna get on with this vlog today. It might be a short one. I'll try not to make it too short. But anyway, guys, let's go get some breakfast. So just giving you guys a little quick update. We have now made it home. We've ate. I got a video edited, got our little video edited. The little one-take thing I did, kind of explaining. And now we're off to the drugstore to drop off my prescriptions because I have to take prednisone and I have to take Pepcid, and they're giving me an EpiPen. I know I haven't explained, but it's coming later, guys. I just got to get home and so I can sit down and talk to you guys. But we're going to head to the drugstore. Briley's getting in the car. And then we're going to go get our hair done, right?
Because I don't want to cut my hair.
Oh, whatever. It'll be fine.
I don't want to cut it short. You
don't have to cut it short, but you do need to cut some stuff off.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go get our hair done once we leave the drugstore. So here's my before. So here's my finished hair. It is actually kind of windy, but hopefully it looks okay on camera. Riley's filming for me, but look, the wind is like cray-cray. But yes, I went blonde, got all blonde, so now we're going home and Mama's taking a nap. Alright, so we are home finally, and I came home and changed shirts because I don't know if just my rash is coming back. I think that's what it is. I mean, you can see how red my chest is. I mean, it looks really red on camera. Oh, wow, it does. The heck, look how red it looks. And so I know my rash is coming back, and I decided to change shirts just in case it was the sweater or sweatshirt thing I was wearing. But anyway, I wanted to kind of fill you guys in on what's been going on or what happened and all that. Let me start from the beginning. I called my doctor yesterday and told my doctor that I had broken out into a rash. What should I do? She said, I need you to come in, let me see you. So that's where I went this morning. And she told me that I can either take the meds or not take the meds. That was my choice. So when we got home from dinner, Aiden was feeling much better. And I decided to take the last dose of medicine before I went to bed because I was feeling better, but I was losing my voice, which we thought was kind of odd. So once we got home, I took my medicine. About an hour and a half later, we're sitting here, and all day my throat's been like kind of tight. My tongue has felt kind of swollen. My cheeks felt big. It was really odd. So I was like, what is going on? So what we did is we were sitting here, and I asked Kayla when she was sick, did her throat feel tight? She said it did, but mine felt in a different type of tightness. I don't know how to explain it. And my voice just got more and more hoarse, and it almost sounded like I was wheezing a little bit. But I'm not the one who likes to run and jump to the emergency room if I don't have to for myself. And I will my kids. If they're sick, we're gone. But for me, I'm always like, no, I'm okay. I'm just going to go to sleep, whatever. But Kayla's like, Mom, you really need to go. And then we were sitting here and I bit my tongue. Just randomly was eating a chip or something and bit my tongue. I said, maybe my tongue is swollen. So we took off and went, and yeah, sure enough, guys, we got there to the emergency room. They took me straight back, did my vitals. I guess everything was high at the moment. Rushed me back to a room, and immediately the doctor starts asking me questions, and the male nurse walks in, and what does he have in his hand?
An EpiPen.
He has an EpiPen. I've never had an EpiPen. We always joke because Kayla has them, but I've never had one. I've never done one to myself or had anybody do that. I've never seen it done. Yeah, so here he comes with the EpiPen.
The doctor was trying to talk to me and ask me questions because Mama's voice was so hoarse and I couldn't even speak. Like, I was like...
in shock.
Just staring at the EpiPen and I couldn't even speak. So the doctor was like... yeah. They didn't even know what to do. Then Mom was like, what? And I was like, you're getting an EpiPen.
Yeah, and when I saw her eyes, guys, her eyes were like... and she looked, and
like
I said,
what?
Shock. Yeah, and I was like, what? And I look over there and I see him taking the blue part off of the EpiPen to get ready to stab my leg. And I immediately was like, am I getting an EpiPen? And the doctor he's like, yeah, and he just kept asking questions, like totally avoid the situation. Yeah. I think he was trying to keep my mind off of it. I'm like, I don't want an EpiPen. I can't get an EpiPen. I'm fine. I was freaking out, guys. I'm not saying I wish we had it on footage, but I'm sure if we watched it back, it probably was pretty funny because I was really throwing a fit. But,
I don't know who would have filmed though because...
she was nervous wreck.
I almost passed out.
She did. She said, I said, come hold my hand. So she gets up, she comes over there, holds my hand, and...
I felt like my legs were going to give
the guy's like, you know, pull your pant leg down. I did, and next thing you know, there it was. I didn't look. I didn't watch. I just kind of buried my face down beside of Kayla. And yeah, got an EpiPen last night. First time, was not pleasant. I'm not going to lie. Did not like it. It wasn't as bad as I thought, I think, because my adrenaline was already up and I was already freaking out. So it was almost like somebody slaps you in the face when you're in the moment and you just, what just happened type thing. That's kind of what it was. So EpiPen happens. Kayla goes, I got to go sit down. Because when they pulled the EpiPen away, I was bleeding. And she can't stand that.
I can't do needles or blood. And then here comes the other male nurse in there with like IVs and needles. And I'm like, I have to sit down. I had to put my feet up. It was bad. I was like, Mom, I love you, but... yeah, because after the EpiPen, I had to then go... will you help him? I had to then go and get an IV. Which I didn't mind the IV, honestly. I'd rather have an IV, I feel like, any day. Hey, Aiden. Hey.
I don't think you've been on the vlog at all today. But yeah, so they started the IV. I miss you too, baby. I know I've been going almost all day. So they started the IV. They did a dose of Benadryl, and then they did a dose of prednisone, and they also did a dose of Pepsid to kind of coat your stomach. And immediately... I started shaking, but my legs felt so heavy. And at first, I'm almost thinking, am I having a allergic reaction to something? Like, am I having an allergic reaction to the EpiPen or what's going on? I said, why am I shaking? I mean, I'm just like full on just shaking everywhere. And he said, no, that's normal. It's from the EpiPen.
Okay, so.
I don't like it. Speaking.
She's had like 4 things of shots. She's getting that IV.
They said, whatever this medicine is, makes you shake. And I like, look at my legs. I don't like it.
You're making my legs lock up. Calm down.
I am calm. I'm just...
do you want a straw?
No. Look at my legs. You can't see through the blanket. God, that was a lot. I don't know. I just don't like this shaking. He said, you're probably going to get sleepy from the Benadryl, so it's going to kind of be like fighting against each other. And it was really bad. I'm not going to lie. Did not like it. Very unpleasant. But I'm thankful that they did, because immediately after all the medication started, I felt better. And they gave me 2 bags of fluids. We were there pretty much all night, like I don't know if I did tell you guys. We were there from before midnight until about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And he came back in and he decided he wanted to do blood work. So they did blood work. I know, it's always something right. So they did blood work. That came back that my magnesium was low. So he wanted to do a bag of magnesium. So I had to get one of those. What else did I get? Was that it?
There's like a whole list of stuff.
Well, my heart rate, my pulse would not go down. It stayed between 123 and 130 resting. Eyes closed resting. It would go down to like 107, 109, but then it jumped right back up.
As soon as the doctor came in, it always went back up.
Yeah, but it was staying up there by itself too.
Yeah, it was.
So I was like, you know, what? I said, what does that mean?
And
he said, I'm not sure.
To keep us so long.
Yeah, so Kayla goes, do you think it's up because she's running a fever? And I was hot to the touch. Like right now, this heat rash, if you touch it, it is hot. And she said, do you think it's because she has a fever? We took my temp, and I did have a fever. It was low, but I had one. So they gave me 3 Tylenol. So I had that as well. It was just a bad experience to have gone through, and like, I'm still not cured. That's what's frustrating. They don't know why I have this unless it's from the penicillin. I'm assuming the rash can last several days. But here's the kicker, guys. I go to my doctor's office this morning, my regular doctor, and once I went there, she did some more blood work. They did blood work in this arm and blood work in this arm because she had to draw it twice. She said that looking at the records last night, my hemoglobin and my platelets, right, are low. And she wants to make sure they go back up. So we had to draw more blood today. So she's kind of retesting me for everything they tested just to see if the numbers are any different today, because we're just not sure. I'm pretty sure this is from the penicillin. I'm just assuming I'm allergic to it and had no idea because I've taken it before and was fine on it. So it's really odd. I feel swollen from the prednisone. Like my face to me looks bigger, and I have to take prednisone for 5 days. So I'm not sure how much fluid I'll retain from that because I know it does cause that. We go to pick up my prescriptions today. I had them filled early today. I go 3.5, almost 4 hours later, and they hadn't even filled them. I'm sitting there, and then she comes back and says, I'm sorry, but we don't have any prednisone. I'm like, and you couldn't have called me 4 hours ago when I dropped off and told me that?
When they dropped it off, they couldn't have just been like, I don't think we have any, hold on.
Yeah, and they didn't have Aiden Zyrtec, which is what prevents his headaches. I'm like, come on, guys. So I had to run around town. I had to go to, or call people, try to figure out who has what. Finally found somebody that did have both prescriptions. So now I have to go pick those up. But it's already almost 6 o'clock at night. I have not had any sleep yet. My plan today was come home and sleep. Have not done that yet. So I'm getting ready to call it a night myself because I'm just really tired. I think my voice needs to rest. I need to take some Tylenol and hopefully get my prednisone tomorrow. The only thing that scares me, and I don't know how long you can go without your doses, but supposedly they gave me like a super high dose last night, and if I just quit and I don't keep up my doses, like take it today and tomorrow, whatever, they said that I could possibly have seizures. I'm like, what? So I'm freaking out a little bit that I don't have medicine for tonight. Because
is you take the medicine to prevent it, and then like you have so many more side effects by taking it.
True. Yeah, it's crazy. So my biggest thing is, you know, they told me they didn't want me taking it right before bed. Well, I'm fixing to go to bed because I'm so tired. I mean, it's not fair to make my body stay up any longer when I know it needs rest.
I would never go to sleep until I would never go to sleep last night. I would just wake up.
Daddy said you were up all night.
I was like this. I was like.
Were you looking for us?
Lay down. No, I was watching the TV and Dad said lay down. and I pretend like I laid down. But then I would peek back because I wanted to watch TV.
Oh, you're a mess. But anyway, so it's just a mess. Not sure why my platelets are low. My hemoglobin's low. I'm just not really sure what's going on. I'm not too concerned. I think it's just I've got some kind of virus going on, and they just can't figure out what it is. And the scary part is they can't figure out an antibiotic to give me. The doctors don't want to start me on anything else because they're trying to see what is this, let's get rid of this, and don't worry about anything else. But my voice is like gone. It does sound better. It may not right now though, but like last night after all the medicine, my voice sounded better. It sounded better today, but I've been talking all day. It is nighttime, so it's going to start straining again. But yeah, that's kind of the update on what happened to Mom. Tomorrow, my doctor is supposed to call me to give me my blood results to see if my platelets went up. If my platelets do not go up and my hemoglobin does not go up, they're going to start other tests. And right now, I would show you my arms, but I'm afraid my video would get demonetized or taken down because my arms are so badly bruised. I've got one that I had the IV in, and then they had to go draw blood in both arms today. This arm over here, she missed the vein and then kind of did this number. And it's so bruised, guys. It's really gross. So I'm not going to show it. But anyway, it's just a mess. We're going to figure this out, though. We're going to figure out what Mom's got because Mom does not know. But anyway, guys, if you want to see what happens tomorrow, make sure you come back. If I think of anything I forgot to tell you guys, I will definitely put it in tomorrow's vlog. But yeah, we love you and we appreciate you guys being here. And yeah, if you want to check out any videos, watch one of these on the screen. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And we'll see you guys in the next vlog.